Okay, now this one is gonna take y'all for a spin, bitch. This is gonna take y'all motherfuckers for a spin. Alright, y'all ready? Boom, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Let me take a sip from my mouth, bro. So, this video is long overdue, okay? Now, I believe that I've been cursed, okay? Now, this is only, I think there's gonna be parts to me being cursed because a lot of things in my life just don't go okay. So now this is a story time. I don't even know if I think I did this part of the story time before, but I don't know. But I'm gonna tell y'all as if I never told y'all before, okay? So this is the story time about how I lost 2 jobs in a matter of 6 months. How many months is in a year? 12? 6 months, okay? Now let's start with motherfuckers was pressing me to get a job, right? Get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job. I'm like, alright, like y'all pressing me, I'm gonna get a job when it come along, I'm gonna get a job. Now, that was good. Alright, so I don't know if I told you, but I went for the interview at the movie theaters, then again, that shit went horribly. Yes, I did that's the video I did. My first interview went horribly, right? If you didn't watch it, go watch it now, because I ain't getting no views. But, okay. So, I didn't get that, and I ended up working at Stop and Shop. I was working at Stop and Shop for not even a month, a few weeks, like maybe a month and like a week, like not even like that long, right? So it was like most summer I was working at Stop and Shop and like at the beginning of like school. So not even, I got fired like around my birthday, okay? So, this is the thing, they always said, like, if you want to take a day off, like, you always have to tell somebody, like, before, or, like, switch with somebody, so you can call them. Now, I'm calling everybody out where I used to work, okay? No fucks is given, okay? Because I'm tired of telling this story to one person, I'm gonna tell this to everybody. So, I was working there, and things was good, like, you know, certain things, like, they wouldn't let me sit down, but, like, I'm sitting anyways, so, bitch, my ankles hurt. You got me standing in a 15-minute break, I ain't doing nothing. By the time I sit down, it's been 10 minutes. But, so, I worked there, and my birthday was coming up, and I would ask people, like, how would I tell somebody how would I let somebody know that I can't work, right? Saturday. Me and this boy had the same birthday, motherfucker, on Saturday. They put me on, didn't put him on, right? Did I go? No, I didn't go. And I was thinking, like, because I was having people over, so I wanted to get everything I needed to get done, right, before the video, or before my birthday. And they decided to put me on. That's the first problem, right? So the motherfuckers put me on, and I worked, my birthday was Saturday, so I worked that Friday, and I called that Friday night and was like, alright, this is where, like, okay, but it was my birthday. It was a big 180. Like, how could I not? But, like, right? So, I called out, and I was like, yo, like, that Friday night, like, as soon as I got off, like, an hour later, I was like, you know, there's been a family emergency, like, I won't be able to come in tomorrow, and the guy took my name down. It was like, alright, I'll let them know. Like a breeze. And then when I got off the phone, I'm like, ooh, because, you know, I was over here feeling scared as how I'm about to lose my job, then they're going to let me take off. But I'm just not going to come in. So, I celebrated my birthday, whatever. Then Sunday came around. I went out, ran around all day Sunday, and on my way back before I went home, I stopped by and wanted to go take a picture of the schedule, right? So when I walked in, one of the shorties was like, oh, were you supposed to come in today? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't have a picture in the schedule when I called out the other day. So she's like, oh, I think you're supposed to come in, da-da-da. And then one of the, like, floor managers came over. She was like, that was him, right? And I'm just standing there like, I ain't come in to be about it. I came to go get a picture of the schedule, right? So they're like, yeah, did you know, da-da-da, da-da-da. And I'm like, no, I didn't know. Well, obviously, if I called out Saturday, the schedule comes out Saturday. If I didn't know if I didn't come in Saturday, how am I supposed to come in? Now I'm supposed to come in today. Like, didn't get a phone call. But we'll get into the story. So he's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna have to let them know, like, that it was a no-show. I'm like, alright, like, mad. They always talk about mad people who don't never come in and call, and then they be working the same day next day. Like, the next day, whatever. And they don't never say nothing to them. They let them know that they can't do that, and that's it. I'm thinking, alright, like, since I just started, this is the first fuck up, like, literally the first time they ever had to say anything to me. I'm thinking, all right, I'm good. So this is where they knew they fucked up. This store always needs somebody to work. Okay, they always every register need hire. Need to hire. They put me on the schedule. When I took a picture, I went home. I didn't work until Thursday. They put me on the schedule for 4 o'clock. Knowing my last class, I get out at 3:45. Okay. How the hell am I supposed to get back in less than 10-15 minutes, change, get ready, and then go fucking work hours, right? So I'm leaving class and I'm like calling like, alright, like I'm calling to let y'all know that I'm gonna be late or whatever. So he's like, oh, he already had an attitude before he picked up the phone, okay? So he was like, who is this? And I'm like, Nayo wants or whatever, let him know. And he was like, hold on. So now they got the little waiting music popping. I'm like, yo, like something, I can feel it in my heart, something's not going right. So he's like, yeah, hello? And I'm like, hello? He's like, yeah, hello? And I'm like, hello? All right. So then what did he say? He was like, yeah, well, aren't you the person who didn't come in all week and didn't show? So I said, no, I was supposed to come in. I called out Saturday, which I did on Friday, and didn't know I was supposed to come in Sunday. I only missed Sunday, so where are you seeing all week? All week is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get it? So he's like, yeah, well, and I was like, I let the person know. They said they was gonna write my name down, whatever. So he was like, yeah, well, you missed all week and didn't call, didn't show, so we're gonna have to let you go. Or like, no, your services is no longer needed here. So, bitch, when I tell you, I just looked at my phone like, no, they did it. No, they did it. No, they did it. I know they did it. But, like, because it's me, this is normal. Like, shit just happens to me. This is normal. So, that happens. And I'm just like, I went to go get my, I sure did that day. And we get paid on Thursday, so I sure did show up and get my last check and bounce. They not getting no name tag. They're not getting no smock back. They're not getting nothing that they gave me because now I own it. Alright, so not even a week goes by. Not even a week, no, maybe like 2 weeks. You know, King Cullen was hiring anyway. So my shorty, shout out to Tyler, I was gonna apply there anyways, but she was applying there. So she was like, just apply, like it's man easy. But I'm like, alright, like we're gonna be working together. Like I have somebody to work with, like, cause I speak to nobody at the last job, so I was like, so I get hired, right? Now I started working there at like end of September, October. Cause I'm working way before Halloween. Cause I remember I worked on Halloween, right? So I'm working around this time, and everything's going good. Like Tyler's going, like we're kind of working at the same time. They're not really let us next to each other. Like from the jump, I think they felt the way because they knew that we knew each other. But like in the interview, they said, oh, how did you find out about the job? So I'm like, oh, Tyler. And she was like, who is she to you? And I was like, oh, like my cousin. And when I said that, she was like, and I was like, oh, no, not like my cousin, like friend of the family, but we call him my cousin. She was like, oh, got it. So, like, they already knew that we knew each other. Like, so everything was going good. Like, I'm fucking with people. Like, I'm fucking with the people. Like, we're talking, having a conversation. Like, one of them added me on Snapchat. Like, I love her. Like, not love her, but, like, I fuck with her, like, because I think she's funny as fuck. So everything's going good, right? And the day before Thanksgiving it comes, right? Now, I'm sitting there, I'm literally just sitting there, and I'm about to clock out, right? So, this white lady with a whole bunch of shit comes, and I'm like, alright, let me bring her out, so then by the time I'm done, like, it will be over the time, and I can leave, right? So I do her, and an Indian guy comes, right? Like Indian, or like Buddha, like I don't know, the Iraqian, like Iraqian, right? So I do that, and he comes up, and he has flowers, right? Okay, flowers. Everybody get flowers, and he had like everybody comes in with like when they got dough, they come in with like a white envelope. So he was like, He gives me 100. Now we're supposed, now this is where I fault, and this is where I know it's wrong, right? We're supposed to, they said in these holidays everybody comes with fake money, so every 100 we're supposed to, there is supposed to come, record them and go, but like it was a lot of walking and I was leaving anyways. Now when you leave, when you're leaving, they take your big bills and put it in the back or whatever. So I was leaving anyway. So they would have to, like, I was already over my time, so they was gonna have to take my money anyway. So I'm thinking might as well not record them to get it checked. That's where I fucked up at. That's where I fucked up at, right? So he comes in, he gives me $100, and then as I'm doing the money, because it looked fine to me, as I'm like giving him his change back from the 100, and it was like, the flowers was like 30 something, so I'm giving him change back, and he's like, yo, you smoke bud? Or you smoke bud? So I look and I'm like, yeah, like question mark, but like, yeah. He's like, yo, I got that fire, like I got that loud, like I got the tanks, I got the edibles, like whatever you need, like my man, I got it, whatever. So he was like, yeah, like I'm gonna even give you like a sample. Da-da-da. He was like, I'm gonna give you a sample in order, right? So I'm like, okay, cause like now you're scaring it, like now you're scaring me. You're trying to like criminalize me at my workplace. Like, are you serious? Like, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna come right back. So in my mind, the whole time I'm thinking, I should go tell Shorty Bernadette, like, what's going on right now? Like, this drug dealer's trying to get me right now. Here again is where I went wrong. I should have told Shorty what was going on while it was going on. But I didn't, of course. 'Cause I'm like, nah, like, he ain't coming back. It's like, whatever. So the whole time he's leaving, I'm like looking, like making sure like I'm not about to get shot up, stabbed, or whatever. So another like white lady come, I ring her out. And no, I wasn't about to. I was like 2 minutes until I like clock out. So first of all, this is their fault because they usually let us go like 10 minutes before because we have to count the money, and then by the time we do that, then it will be time for us to clock out and then we leave. But like they didn't want to do that night, so this is partially their fault. So I'm ringing other people out, and this nigga come back. Now he's buying another bouquet of flowers. And no, the first time he bought flowers, no, the second time he came back and he got flowers, and he was like, oh, y'all have gift cards? And I was like, yeah, like somewhere in the front, because I was ringing somebody else out. And so he comes, now he has the same wad with the 100 in there. Now the story's gonna go for a spin, bitch, a spin. So he comes and he buys the flowers, and then he buys the 2 gift cards, and I think another set of 2 gift cards. I'm not like, this is not my business to worry about where you got this money from. Like, he look like he worked for it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to ring you out and buy. So he comes in like showing me all this shit on his phone, like he got tags, like this is my menu, what I got. Like, first of all, this is not a restaurant. What are you talking about menu? Okay? And then he's like really, like, alright, like really pressing me. Like, when I say pressing me, like pressing me. Give me your phone. Not like my nigga, give me your phone, and nothing like that, but like really trying to make a deal, like really trying to make a customer out of me. And I'm like, I'm not with it. Like, my nigga, I'm over work, right? Excuse my language. So he showed me this shit, and he's like, oh, give me your phone so you can like hit me up and give me like, I'll add your Snapchat and your Instagram. So I give him my phone as I'm ringing. Was I ringing him out? No, I was ringing somebody else out when he was still standing there. And so I just give him my phone to like get the number and like get away from me, right? I didn't even save the number. He was like, yeah, make sure you say that, make sure you say that. And he seen that I wasn't saving that as he was walking away. So he was like, make sure you say that, and he left, and I like screenshotted it, but didn't save it. So somebody I knew, there was this white lady, I rung her out, somebody I knew, and he's black, right? So he's buying like the pack of lighters and like soap or whatever, like shampoo or some shit. He gave me 20s. He gave me like $40, but like 2 20s, right? And I give him his change. I leave. He leaves or whatever. And then we was all having a conversation. Like, some don't even know this girl, like short Indian girl, shouldn't have seen the connection. Indian, Iranian, Pakistani, shouldn't. As I was saying, Pakistani, whatever you want to call it, should have seen the connection. Should have seen the connection. Get connected for free with education connection. Okay, connected. Hey, for free with. Okay, so should have seen the connection. Now, Shorty had a red rash around her mouth. I ain't want to say nothing, but you know in my head, I'm like, yo, in my head, I hope. No, I do hope. I hope that she seen my face, because I was thinking, like, ew, what's around her mouth right now? But I didn't say nothing, okay? I didn't say nothing, okay? But in my head, I'm crying, like, what is around her mouth? So, she's like, oh, like, yo, like, oh my God. This was a setup. This was dead as a setup. This is evidence right here. So she go, oh yeah, like, I just, like, he smell like loud. Like, I just, like, really need to buy a pack or something. Like, you know, just something small, like a dime or whatever. But, like, giggling, we was laughing because of what we was laughing, right? And I'm like, oh, like, you could have asked him because he sounds or whatever. Just, like, joking, like, trying to make conversation, right? Because, bitch, I'm about to get out of here. So, she's like, word? Like, oh, I was like, well, you can, like, because she's really, like, feeling, like, thinking I'm about to sell her drugs. Like, that's how she was saying it. Like, oh, she was like, oh, like, I just need a pack. Like, I need somewhere around here that I can smoke or some shit like that. So, yeah, and she gives me 100, but she's buying, like, hand soap. So, obviously, she's going to get change back, right? Now, remind that I'm saying keep change back. So, after, I finally go back there. They're like, alright, you can close. So, I go close, count some money. Now, she says a pickup. I got 2 pickups before I'm giving her a pickup. So, I give it 100s, right? Give it 100s, give her some 20s, right? And I'm putting my stuff away. But as I'm putting this, counting the money, doing the stuff, I see she's, like, moving different. Like, I don't know. I just, something in my soul, like, once again, that's why I think I have powers, but this is also why I think I have a curse. I felt it in my soul that, like, something wasn't right. And the first thing I thought was, watch the motherfucking 100s be fake, right? So, like, she's, like, counting the money, like, putting in the machine, recounting it, and I'm, like, waiting for her to give me something. So then she's like, oh, are you waiting for something? Like, being nice, but, like, being phony at the same time. So she called somebody down, and I wasn't really thinking. So I'm thinking, alright, maybe we should put away the money. But, like, bitch, hurry up, because I'm ready to go home. And she puts the money through the machine again. So she gives me what I need. He's, like, checking the money, doing, like, whatever he's doing, and I'm leaving. So as I'm, like, I, like, need to buzz out, but, like, sometimes, like, if you didn't do it enough time, like, they need to put in a code before you put in your code. So then before I do that, I'm, like, they're, like, still counting the money, and I'm, like, oh, like, I need a clock. And he was like, yeah, like, whoa. Now, y'all, you know, you have to get the money checked because, like, you see all these hundreds, and he counted them. There was 600s, right? No, I thought there was 5, right? I thought there was 5. So, or from that one guy, the Indian guy, remember, with the flowers. So he's like, yeah, like, all these hundreds are fake, and I'm like, no, like, you're like, no, I thought it was like, no, like, you're lying, like, word, like, are you serious right now? Like, of course, me out of all people, and then one time I don't get them checked, they're fucking all fraud. So he's like, yeah, like, you know, you have to get them checked. Like, he wasn't making it seem like I was gonna get fired. Like, you have to get them checked, And I'm like, alright, like, I know, like, anybody, like, I know, right? So he's like, yeah, we're gonna, like, have to check the manager. And the girl in the back, she's like, oh, like, do you know what he looked like or whatever? And I was like, yeah, he actually, listen to this, he actually tried to sell me weed. And he gave me his number, but I didn't save it, but I screenshotted it. So they're like, Kiki, like, oh, okay, like, alright, like, you got that, save that number. When you talk to the manager, make sure, thinking, like, we gonna get him if he not getting me. Now, in the back of my head, I'm like, do I really want to do that? Because if he kill me, like, who's gonna care? Because they got that money back, right? So then I leave, and I'm, like, telling my aunt, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get fired, but, like, jokingly, but, like, I told Tyler, she was like, no, I don't think you're gonna get fired, I think you're just gonna get suspended, like, Thanksgiving go by. I go, on Thanksgiving, on Thursdays we get paid, so I went in, and meanwhile, if you're lost, this is King Kong. I go in to get my check, and it's booming, bitch, it's booming, like, the manager is behind the, like, customer service and somebody else's, but there's, like, express, and there's, like, mad people, so they're, like, bringing people out at customer service. So I'm, like, sitting on the side, like, nervous as fuck, because I'm like, yo, I know she's gonna have to say something. Like, obviously, I'm thinking she's gonna have to say something. I'm just bracing myself. So a boy comes out, and I'm like, when you go back in, can you get my check? So he's like, what? Like, acting stupid. So, so I said, when you go back in, can you get my check? So he's like, yeah. So he gets my check. I usually cash it there, but I'm like, nah, let me just cut my time here short and get out. So I take a picture like I do, that doesn't even like I do, take a picture and like deposit it through camera. And listen to this. The next day, after Thanksgiving, me and Tyler go in at the same time. Same time, right? So we go in there, and her bag of money is out, and mine isn't. Knew it was fishy. Now we have the drawer. I have mine, and I give it to Tyler. And the first person comes out, and they're like, hi, and I'm like, hi, like, alright, like, who's gonna shoot me first? And then the other person comes out, and I'm like, hi, and she's like, hi, hold on a second, and I'm like, okay, like, something's not right. I said, Tyler, but like, joke on to Tyler, I'm like, Tyler, watch me get fired, like, watch me get fired. So, like, another floor manager comes in, I think his name is, like, Diaz, and he comes in, he's like, Niall, can I speak to you downstairs? So, obviously, I know what it's about. I'm thinking we're just gonna talk. So, I'm like, yeah. So, on our way downstairs, he's making jokes, like, yeah, I've been here for, like, 40-something years, and it's just crazy. I see craziness and craziness every time. Like, how are you? Good? Good, like, making conversation. I'm thinking he's gonna bring me downstairs. I'm gonna talk to Hope. She wants to suspend me, like, da-da-da. Hope is the main manager. I go downstairs. There's two motherfuckers in suits, right? And I'm like, oh, this is real. Like, like, oh, this is real. Like, oh, this is real. So, the first guy gets up. First of all, the second guy's mad rude. Like, I'm gonna tell you how we was beefing in the room. So he gets up, shakes my hand mad hard. And I'm like, you know, I got a ring on my hand. So I'm like, ow, but like I didn't say it out loud. I can't even remember what he said. My name is da-da-da-da, King Holland Security. And I'm like, alright, da-da-da. This motherfucker had the nerve, bitch, to ask me, have you ever been arrested before? I said, no. I'm not, yo, like, no, like, I'm bad, but I won't do shit to get arrested. He said, well, today might be your first day. He said he was gonna arrest me. Holy shit. So when I hold on, cause I'm really about to cry right now. When I tell you, I just sat there in silence, like, I'm waiting for somebody to pull out handcuffs, yo, cause I'm waiting for somebody to pull out handcuffs. And I'm at it, my thought with handcuffs, run, like, you're not taking me down for this, like, I didn't do nothing, right? So the room is just silent. And I'm looking at them like, somebody try something. So he's like, seeing I'm not saying anything, I'm like confused as fuck. Cause like, at first I think, I'm not gonna say. But at first I thought we'd get caught for something else. But I'm like, no. So he's like, tell me what happened Wednesday. Thanksgiving was Thursday, yeah. Tell me what happened Wednesday night. So I'm like, da-da-da, some guy came in, he used fake hundreds. So he was like, yeah, and he was like, and also, click. Also, the Indian girl gave you a fake 100. So that makes it 600 now. 6 motherfucking fake $100 bills. Cost me, out of all people, cost me. So I'm like, wow, like, that ass, like, wow, the Indian girl, like, wow. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, so, did you know them? And I'm like, no. Like, what kind of, like, the nigga was like, I would say 30s. Old ass 20s. Like, never seen him a day in my life. Like, why would I sit there and risk my job? Like, do that make sense to risk my job and let somebody knowingly use a fake 100 knowing y'all gonna check them and put in my job? What am I getting out of that? What am I getting out of that? What am I getting out of that? Like, now, cause now you're acting stupid. Now you're acting stupid, and no, okay? So, he's like, yeah, like, are you sure? Like, really pressing me? Are you sure you don't know? Are you sure you don't know? I'm like, you know, because this is a federal offense, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, no, like, if you would think that I would do that, do all that shit to set myself up, and then come back, like nothing happened, you sound stupid. So he's like, write a statement, you're gonna have to write a statement. So I'm writing, as I'm writing, this motherfucker in the corner who didn't announce himself, was sitting back there, mad as fuck for no reason, like I bodied his wife or something. So he was like, yeah, like I can understand. I guess they were trying to play good cop, bad cop, bad cop, good cop, but like really pressing me though. Like, this is not an interrogation. Like, you're fiending, bitch. So he's like, as I'm writing, he's like, oh, like I can understand the first time you didn't get the 100 bill check because maybe you have like a brain aneurysm. And at first I thought he was trying to make a joke, like trying to be my friend, like a brain aneurysm. And I'm like, and then when I caught into what he said, I was like, excuse me? Because how are you trying to ask me questions but talking about I got a brain aneurysm? I'm trying to be smart out your mouth. He's like, yeah, but the other times, like, I just don't understand. Like, your story's not making sense. Bitch, if I knew him, I wouldn't, like, that sounds stupid. So I'm looking at, like, really about the black. So I'm like, what? And the other guy was like, pay him no mind, like, keep writing. So I'm like, yeah, like, check him, check him, right? So I'm writing, and he's, like, reading the statement. He was like, yeah, and down there, make sure that you write that you don't know them. So I'm like, thought that was obvious, but I wrote it down. I do not know the woman and the man. Didn't even know that the bitch she used a fake 100. And that shit look, the one that she used was real as hell. So she got me. Alright, they got it over on me. They got that, but they don't got that, right? I'm sitting here thinking like, we gonna do his thing, but like I'm kind of scared if they try to make me call him, and then when he comes in, they're gonna arrest him, because like what if he got family and try to kill me? So I'm like I'm stuck in the middle, but obviously that's not what I was walking into. So he's like, yeah, well, you know, you're gonna be in contact by the feds because it's a federal offense, like you can go to jail. It's illegal to take and use fake 100 bills, da da da, and I'm just standing there like, this is sounding like it's leading to a fire. So he was like, yeah, well, you're being terminated and we'll be in touch by the cops or whatever, da 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 da. The story is not even over yet, okay? So you notice how they didn't bring up, they brought up how they looked back on the camera scene that the Indian lady used a fake 100, but didn't bring up the Indian man. And I said the Indian man. Never in my mouth did I say black man. Remember? So I leave, and I'm like, yo, they had me escorted. They took my robe thing, like moccasin, whatever. And when I got back upstairs, I noticed my key was missing. Like I didn't have my key. So I'm like, I told the guy like I have to go get my key. Like I have to go get my key. So he goes out. He's like, yeah, he forgot his key. He was like, oh yeah. And do you know why there was 140 missing from your register? Now at the time, I wasn't thinking. I was just still in shock how like they really try to play me like they really try to make me confess that I knew them when I didn't know them. I've never even fucking seen him in my life. How many times do I gotta say that? So I'm like, no, like I gotta pick up twice that night and when I left. So, and what the fuck am I doing with 140 in my pocket when I just got paid yesterday? So what are you talking about? Now you just like throwing shots at me, see if I flinch. So I'm like, no, and I walk upstairs. So I'm leaving. Tyler's at the Express and she sees my face. I'm like the whole time I'm walking out, like something's not making sense. So I leave and I call my aunt and like da da da. I tell everybody what happened. Now this is where shit goes for a fucking spin, bitch. How long is this shit? Alright, so I'm in a group chat with Tyler and Kayla, and she's like, yo, like, we're talking about the situation, or like something happened, and something happened where we were talking about the situation, and she was like, yeah, because she was like, yeah, and they assumed that you knew the guy, or because he was black. So I'm like, what? I'm like, who was black? She was like, wasn't the guy who gave you the money black? So I'm like, no, he was like Indian, like whatever race, but in that discoloration skin, he's one of those. So I'm not throwing shots. So Tyler's like laughing and we're just like, what? They're sitting here saying that you knew the guy and he on the camera that they put that a picture and he was a black heavy-set black guy with a gold fucking chain. Okay? Now my first thought was Rick Ross? Rick Ross? Like, when did I bring out Rick Ross? Because like this is crazy right now. When the fuck did this happen? So I'm like, What? Like, they're out here lying on my name. That's not even the person who gave me the money. And the black guy that I knew, that the only black guy in that time that I rung out was the person I knew, and he didn't even give me 100. He gave me 20s. So now you're lying. You printed out a picture of a like, I want to know if they got Rick Ross printed on the wall, right? So I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, they're telling everybody he was a black heavyset guy, and that's how you knew him. And listen to this, and that you were trying to sell him drugs. I said, so now I'm a mastermind and fucking, what's his name? Oh, fucking Cartel Man. I don't know. And I'm Narcos, and I'm like selling drugs from my register. Like, really? I'm selling drugs from my register? Like, come on. Like, cause now y'all pushing a story. So going in, like, they're really out here lying on my name. Like, and now they won't speak about me in front. And then there's this one bitch, this little meth head. I call her meth head because all her teeth is gone. She's gonna have the nerve to be all up in my face. She the one who trained me nice as hell. And then when I'm going, she's gonna tell them that she's gonna tell them that I knew the guy, but she wasn't even there. So yeah, this is why I say that my life is cursed, and that's the story time of how I lost 2 jobs in a matter of not even a year. But I got another job at the movie theater, and I told everybody, if I lose this one, it's over. I'm never working another one in my fucking life. Okay. So I will be trying to make more videos, especially because school is about to end. We're not going to get into school, but school is about to end. I really want to do this collab with somebody doing this challenge, and I'm going to hit them up after this and try to get that to y'all. But I'm back, and I'm going to do mad story time because I feel like it's been a minute since everything happened, so I can talk about shit. And I'm not throwing shit. It's just shit that happened in my life that I can speak about. But that's the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe. I know this, y'all probably thought this was entertainer, but like, this is my life. And deuce.